And obviously, look, you don't know what's going to happen. You're looking at Ferguson. For the sake of argument, let's just say you win the fight, and now nobody knows what Conor's going to do. Will he come back? It's hard to picture him wanting to fight MMA after making $100 million a box. So if that happens, if some crazy thing happens where you do win and he doesn't come back, who do you see possibly fighting next? Maybe Alvarez or Gaethje?
I think even then, like I still think that he might take some time. I kind of see him coming back probably next July for that big July card, and we unify the titles there. So I would like to get one more. I would like to get another defense out of there, just because that would even that would really solidify me as the champion and really make that fight even bigger. Because Conor's the paper champion. We already know that. He's got one fight at 155 and walks around calling himself the champion. It doesn't make any sense. Tony Ferguson, he's got 12 fights. I've got 10. All that lightweight, he's down there in the baby boy division. He did his thing, he wrecked things there, but it's a different type of ball game up here. So to me, he ain't really the champ anyway. Once I get the title, I defend it once, maybe against Khabib or somebody like that. Then that makes that fight even bigger. But I think the competitor in McGregor is going to get up for it because he's fighting these old retired. Even if by some miracle he beats Mayweather, he's an old. Mayweather's old enough to be my dad. And he's small, and my brother's a 125 pounder, and Mayweather's his size. They wanted me to spar with Mayweather, and they took one look at me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can come watch. Come watch us spar. Like we don't really want that type of smoke. I'm a big dude, so I think the competitor in him, he's coming off these." Fighting this old retired dude to a young, hungry lion that's still out there and is going to be a world champion.
Do you think after this payday that Conor's even coming back?
That's what I was saying, yeah. I don't know.
What do you think?
Yeah, he thinks he's going to come back.
Oh, you do? Is that what you said?
Kevin just said that,
You just asked that shit?
I did, yeah.
Sorry, Kevin. Sometimes I go into my own fucking work.
Yeah, Matt's obsessed with this virtual reality game. He's been zoning out every 2 minutes.
Kevin, do you ever play video games or no? You're too busy fucking strangling people.
Yeah, no, I do every now and again. I got the little the VR, the PS VR.
Listen,
I just bought a house here, so I built a little theater room. So I pop it on there. Like we have a good time.
Oh, you did the play? How is the PlayStation virtual reality?
It's cool. It's cool. I got this Resident Evil game that I've been playing for like the last 2 or 3 months.
I get excited.
It's just scary as
Is it called Biohazard?
Yeah, Biohazard.
I just got that. I'm getting it on my shit. I'm excited.
Man, that shit's scary as fuck. I can only play it like 10 minutes at a time, and I got to turn it off and like restart again.
Why is it scary?
Oh, dude, it was scary.
Especially in virtual reality, like the shit. Like if you can like really get into it and make it really feel real. The shit's scary as hell. If you ever in Vegas, come over. I
Oh, for sure,
and
man.
then I'll bet you some money, and we'll see how long you last.
No, Jimmy, I'm not throwing Jimmy under the bus, but he'll definitely shit himself. But
I want to get a virtual reality. I used to be very good at video games, but then I stopped playing. But I want to get a VR.
It is crazy.
Does PlayStation 3 have it?
Yeah.
Or is that a new PlayStation?
I don't know. I don't know if the old one, the original. Listen, Kevin, I tried this thing called Vive, Vive, I guess, and it is amazing, dude. The thing's like a couple of grand, but I don't know how the PlayStation one is, but the one I played, the one I just got, holy shit, man,
that
it is
HTC
really
Vive. Yeah,
holy shit, man.
Dope.
Oh, it's wild.
Yeah, the VR is maybe the PlayStation one is a step down from that one. I played that one too.
You did?
PlayStation VR is not as smooth as that one is.
I was about to say, because I don't hear anybody talking about this. I'm like, I just tried it. I can't shut up about it. I'm going to throw my Xbox on the floor. I love this fucking thing. It's fucking wild. Listen, Kevin, are you happy that the fight's going to be in Vegas? The fight's in Vegas, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in Vegas.
Does that make a difference to you?
I thought it might have made more sense to put it on the Detroit card because we're both from Michigan even.
Oh, God.
But, hey, what can I do? I don't run this shit. So, look, I show up, I'm going to beat his ass, and then I'm going to walk home with the same money. It's just making it a little bit easier on me because I ain't got to travel as much. So, I'm down here. I'm riding around in the desert with a bike anyway. So, I'm accustomed to this weather. So, I guess I can say I'm happy, but it really doesn't matter to me. I would have texted my address so we would have went.
Hey, when you tweeted a few weeks ago now that you were going to sign on to fight to coach against Gaethje on the new season of the Ultimate Fighter, and then they said Alvarez is doing it. Were you just kind of stirring shit up, or did somebody really tell you that you were probably going to do it?
No, that was really the you know, we was negotiating back and forth with the money on it. So I thought that would have been the smarter thing to do, but I guess maybe they just had bigger plans for me. I don't know. You know, I accepted it like in a minute, and we were negotiating the money, and then I guess Ali somehow got his hands on it, and you know, I mean, it's a smarter fight anyway. They know that I would give Gaethje the business, so it was smarter to keep him, you know, get somebody that'll go in there and just punch face with him. I was.
Well, they obviously, and they had this in mind for you. I mean, can you imagine if you had to coach that now and you didn't get this shot? So this is a much better opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a fight that kind of gets me up a little bit more too, because of how big a challenge Tony is. You know, nobody's been able to figure out that style. You know, he's got that one loss to Michael Johnson, but he was a different fighter even back then. You know, it's going to be it's more interesting to me to fight the tougher fights than it is to go out there against somebody that I know I'm going to outsmart and outbeat.
Now, obviously, you're very well-rounded. You've shown that in all your fights. Strategically, you're looking at a guy like Tony. I mean, you've been money on the floor, dude. You're taking backs like nobody's business. This guy's got a guard from hell. Strategically, Are you coming up with a game plan? Or are you that guy that's going to feel it out fight night?
No, we just came up. You know, we just sat down. Me and my team, we sat down the other day. Came up with a really good game plan. We flying the training partners out right now. That's kind of what the process we in right. So I'm actually trying to get a hold of Lando too and see if I can get him up out of here. But because it's so hard to find guys that I mean, it's easy to find guys that fight like that, but they just don't do it good. You know, he takes a terrible style that makes it really effective and really really wins a lot of fights that he ain't supposed to. So, you know, when we break down his style, I mean, he has a lot of tendencies that I'm going to take care of. You know, I'm a smart fighter. I'm a lot smarter than people, you know, give me credit for. You know, they think I'm just going to go out there and just brawl with the man, but I'm going to beat the fuck out of him one way or another. I'm going to just piece him apart. You know, even in the Chiesa fight, I just take what a guy gives me. I didn't even plan on taking Chiesa to the ground. That's just kind of how it went when I felt him. So when I get in there, I'm going to make some audibles, but at the end of the day, I come up with a really good game plan to go ahead and execute.
So do you think people don't understand that you are as smart a fighter as you are? You think that they underestimate the fight IQ you have?
Yeah, I think it's the first couple fights that I had in the UFC probably. You know, when I first got in the UFC, I was only 21. I really didn't have much experience, and you know, I kind of was just out there, just like, okay, well, I'm gonna just take what I can get. You know, it's been these past couple of fights where I've really started to feel my own and really started to understand the fight game even more. So, you know, hey, look, I'm about to turn 25 in a couple weeks, so I still got a long way to go in this game, baby. I still got a good 7-8 years left. So, people gonna get more used to me. Even people that are looking at it now and being like, oh, well, why is he getting a shot versus because the folks that really know me really know I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Tony. You know, even the folks down at the UFC. I train down here at the UFC PI all the time. They see me train, they're like, okay, yeah, we got something real going on.
This is an exciting fight, and it'll be an exciting fight either way. And if you win, you'll be an exciting champion. When you were a kid, when you were coming up, I know you started wrestling. I think it was in high school. What did you want to do before you fought, or did you always kind of know this was the path you wanted to go down?
Yeah, no, I mean, I always knew I was gonna be successful one way or another. I didn't know until maybe I really didn't know I was going to make a career out of this until I already had made a career out of it, you know, until my second UFC fight. You know, I just was kind of out here, I got a degree in biomedicine. I was going to maybe do something with that. I honestly didn't know. I just always knew I was built for fighting. I just didn't know I was going to be able to make a career out of it and really see how talented I could be. When I came out here to Vegas and I started to roll around with a lot of these dudes that are already world champions that have already, you know, I started to box some of these guys that have already won multiple titles and stuff like that. And that's when I kind of noticed okay, all right, now I can really make a run at this and really go out here and whoop some ass. Because if you whoop an ass, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna really whoop some ass.
And you said biomedicine?
Yeah, I got my degree in biomedical science.
And what would you do with what does that entail? I know nothing. I'm a high school dropout.
Oh, fuck if I know. I ain't gonna do shit with it. Look, it was just easy because I just had to take nothing. I can't write a paper to save my life, so I had to take nothing but science classes and get it. And I can show up and I can take a test. I can listen to some shit and show up, take a test, bam. I ain't really gonna do much with it. I mean, it does help. You know, it helps because I took a lot of nutrition classes. I took a lot of physiology classes. So I kind of understand how the body works a little bit, even through injuries and like these little nicks and bruises that you get during training camp. Like I'm starting to understand that game a little bit more because I still do study a little bit. I like to study every bit and piece of the fight game and whoever's successful.
So do you have a really good memory or a photographic memory? If you're saying you can just kind of listen to something and then take a test, I have zero ability to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I got a good memory. I don't know. I think I have a good way of understanding how things put together. You know what I'm saying? So, and I try and bring that even to the fight game a little bit and kind of understand how each guy moves. I take a little bit of everybody, So people say I'm kind of, of course I'm copying Conor. Like I'm copying everybody, I take a lot from George St. Pierre. I take a lot from, I even copy a little bit from Matt Serra, that overhand right, boy. That right hook, dip to the body a couple times, come upstairs with the right hook. I ain't got that same body type, so it's hard for me to pull it off, but I still kind of understand it because I fight guys like that. So, I try and pick apart everybody's game.
And the belt, you said that you don't really care about the belt, but on some level, it's got to mean something to you. I mean, it doesn't mean you're any better or worse fighter. I mean, it's just one fight, but I mean, it's got to be, it's something to be acknowledged as the champion.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it gives the casual something to look at, something to talk about, and something to validate what's going on. But I don't really give. It's cool. It's gonna be a nice mantelpiece, I'll tell you that. But the money that come along with it. Look, if I make enough money, I'll buy my own damn thing. So
you're saying the belt doesn't make you who you are? It's just a thing. That's not going to define you as a fighter.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think so. And at the end of the day, I felt like a world champion even before I fought Chiesa, so I'm gonna feel like a world champion afterwards. So it really don't matter to me. Win, lose, or draw, I still feel like a world champion. I'm gonna still act, talk, walk, do the same shit like I'm a world champion.
Well, the lightweight division is just tremendous, and this fight with Ferguson, it's on. It's for the interim title. It's 216 on October the 7th in Vegas. And this is going to be a great fight. And then whoever you fight after that is going to be a great fight. If it's Khabib, if he's ready. See, I already dropped the K. People keep yelling.
Beautiful, yeah.
But I've heard Khabib, too. Dana says Khabib. Dana pays me, so I should fucking say it the way he does. Good luck to you, man. I'm a huge fan of you, and so is Matt. You're extremely exciting to watch. And this is a tremendous fight.
And if ever in New York, we want you in studio, Kevin Lee.
Oh, my man, I got you. Don't worry. I got you. Just hit me up. Let me know.
All right, best of luck, bro. I can't wait for this fight.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Take care, Kevin.